Posted BYU/unprouddad23. AITA for telling my daughter she'll never be able to handle living alone? I have 3 grown children. My 2 youngest, 28 and 23, both have settled in their own places. Then I have my 31-year-old who has lived at home all her life. She works full-time at a fast food place. She has been there for 8 years, but won't accept a promotion because she doesn't want to get stuck there. Often, her paychecks can only cover her gas, toiletries, and the rest is play money. Sometimes she'll surprise the old ball and chain and myself with dinner and feed the pets, but other than that the housework falls on the wife while I work full-time. She's talked about moving out for a few years but hasn't taken the steps until now. She's actively looking and taking tours, along with seeking a better job. The missus and I decided to take a week road trip and left her in charge of the house. I return home and am informed she hasn't had one night just by herself. She forced the other kids to stay with her, along with friends. She told me she couldn't manage being alone right now. She's been on my last nerve, so I was blunt and told her to prepare herself for taking care of me and the wife when I'm old because she'll still be in the house and there's no way in hell she'll handle living on her own. It sounds harsh but not wrong. Posted BYU/loanfriendmoney. AITA for giving one friend money and refusing to do it for the other? My grandma died 2 years ago and I received about £200,000 when she died. I am 24, so I made the decision to use the money to pay off my student loans and put a decent deposit down on a house to bring down the cost of my mortgage. I didn't broadcast that I came into some wealth, but I vaguely mentioned to 2 close friends I got an inheritance. Well, one of them is missing a leg. He needed to replace his prosthesis last year. He managed to raise the cash but was still short of about £4,000. He is very proud, but I knew how badly he needed it and how he posted his leg in an accident that entirely wasn't his fault. I asked him if I gave him the money, would he accept it? He graciously accepted it, and seeing him so happy to get a new leg made me happy. He started immediately talking about paying me back, and I told him that he should consider it a gift as it was for something he genuinely needed. That was all fine, and it's never been mentioned about the money I gifted him until now. My other friend is currently planning her wedding for next summer. She has run into some financial difficulties but is still hell-bent in keeping the expensive dream venue she wants and is short of a lot of money to pay off the fees for it. She mentioned she needs about £10,000 and her parents have refused. They said that it's her wedding and they told her to go somewhere cheaper cause she clearly can't afford it. She has now come to me begging for me to help her out, and she has mentioned that it shouldn't be a problem as I gifted our friend money before. I refused. I said to her basically what her parents said regarding booking a cheaper venue and that it's not my responsibility to shell out for someone's wedding. I also used what I thought are valid points and said our friend had a legitimate need for some financial aid, I have a mortgage to pay, and that I'm saving my money. Well, she has called me an entitled prick and an off for hoarding my money and ruining her dreams because she can't get the money unless someone helps her. Our friend with the prosthesis has said I am in the right as she has no right for my money, but I do feel I could help out at least a little bit, so I don't know. Posted BYU/Weas/Sheelwayslate. AITA for telling my habitually late mom that if she can't be on time, don't come to my wedding? My mom is habitually late. If she has somewhere to be, she'll be getting ready 5 minutes before and then rush there in a frenzy, being ultimately late to whatever she had planned. She owns her own business and seems to only be on time for clients. She's been late to dinners, gatherings, parties, etc., all because she'll sit around and wait until the last minute. If you want her on time, you better tell her the wrong one. She thinks it's funny, I don't. I'm getting married in 2021, restrictions willing, and she made a comment about me telling her the wrong time so she'd show up on time. I said, or you'll be on time because it's an important day and you're an adult. She gave me a look and I said, if you're not going to be on time, don't show up. She got very offended by this, but to me, it's her daughter's wedding. If you can't prioritize it and get up a little earlier to be on time, then don't come. She now won't speak to me and my dad says I should apologize. I don't think so. AITA. Posted BYU/account throwaway 987. AITA for being upset that my friend won't leave me and my identity alone. So I 22M figured out I was asexual and a romantic several years ago. I've always felt this way but just never had the words to describe it until I came across the terms. I don't feel that it is my duty to tell the whole world what my labels are, but I have told my friends and parents if only so that they would stop asking why I didn't have a girlfriend, if I was gay, etc. This one friend of mine, Ellen 23F, has had a hard time accepting the fact that I don't date or have sex or have any desire to date or have sex. She's one of my close friends who happens to be within the LGBTQ and community. She's a lesbian, which is part of the reason why I felt comfortable coming out to her. Prior to my coming out, she would always try to set me up with girls for hookups and dates. She's extremely extroverted and would always have a friend who is interested in me. I was hoping that by coming out to her she would understand why I didn't want to go on these dates and stop arranging them. Oh, how wrong I was. She decided to take it upon herself to fix me and said I just needed to get laid. I ended up revealing that I was a virgin, which was a horrible mistake, because she told me that I just needed to try it and then I would be fixed, which really hurt my feelings. After yet another round of her trying to arrange dates and being told that I needed to get out of my shell, I told Ellen that enough was enough and that she should be more accepting of my identity, being that we were both within the LGBTQ and community. This was yet another huge mistake. She went on a wild rant about how asexuals didn't belong in the community and how it's not even a real thing. She then said I was just hiding behind these labels because I was too scared to deal with the real world and that I wasn't man enough because I was scared of rejection. That's when she compared me to an incel, which is when I lost it. We tossed some curse words back and forth and I asked her how she would feel if I constantly tried to set her up on dates with guys. She said that was different because she was a lesbian and wasn't interested in guys. I said that it was the same thing because I'm a romantic and not interested in anyone. I asked her how she would feel if I invalidated her identity and then she got all pissed off and said I was being homophobic, and now she's refusing to speak to me. My other friends say that I should have just gone on the dates to entertain her and that it wasn't worth trying to talk sense into her. I argued that I shouldn't have to go on dates just to make someone feel better about something that doesn't concern them. Now I've lost Ellen as a friend as well as most of my support network. I was even told that I should just try harder to be normal and then this wouldn't be an issue. I just don't want to sacrifice who I am anymore to please others. Posted BYU/mypartnering. AITA I told my sister the family store is probably not getting any business BC she keeps shoving my nephew in photos of products that are irrelevant. My sister just had a baby and he's a couple months old, kinda in that ugly chicken phase. She has been trying for a baby for over 10 years and I'm super proud of her because I know she was hurting with infertility etc. She co-owns a successful business with my parents and it's her job to post pictures on their website of the products. For the sake of argument, let's say they hand-make leather goods like wallets and purses. Nothing to do with kids. She will post photos of my nephew either on the goods partially obscuring the items or with items on top of him. She jumped straight back into work and uses my nephew as props. Business has taken a noticeable dive and people keep emailing the store to ask if they can get clearer pictures etc. Recently someone left a bad review after purchasing items saying I came here to buy X, not look at someone's baby. My sister took it the wrong way and actually blacklisted the customer and also sent a strongly worded email to them saying they're a family business and how dare they criticize her and no one knows what she's been through. My parents actually had to reach out to that customer and offered to fully refund them. I gently said to my sister, I was in the room when my parents were refunding over $200 worth of leather goods, that maybe she should keep work and family separate. She started screaming at me that I'm a stupid kid and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm 17, she's 30 plus, I was a total surprise baby, and that I'm evil and dumb, etc. My parents asked me to apologize to her, which I don't think I should do. Posted BYU/throwaway972511. AITA for not letting my roommate use my microfridge unless she pays for 1/2 of the rent for it. Throwaway because she knows my main. I, F19, am currently doing summer classes at my college, as I was able to stay on campus due to familial issues. I have a roommate, F19, Jill, who seemed like she was great. Before we moved in, I asked her if she wanted to split the cost of renting a microfridge, about $220 USD for the year. She says no, she doesn't need a fridge or a microwave. I rented my own and thought everything was okay. A week or so into living together, Jill asks if she can use the microwave to heat up her food from a few nights ago. I say sure, because I didn't think it was a huge deal, and thought it was a one-time event. Nope. She continued asking to use the microwave for a few weeks, buying food that could only be made in a microwave without asking me if that was okay. I let it slide because I didn't want to get into it with her. A week passed, and I told her that I wanted her to pay 1/3 of the cost if she was going to be using it that much, as she was also leaving a pretty big mess regularly inside of it. She just laughed and said that it's our microwave and she can do what she wants with it. Then, I get back from grocery shopping one day and go to put ice cream in the freezer to discover that it has a bunch of her stuff in it, leaving me with no room to put my stuff in. So I told her that if she wanted to keep using it, she had to pay me 1/2 of the rent for it. She scoffed and said that I was being a bad roommate and that it was fine for her to use it as it was in our room, and that it was unfair for me to go from 1/3 to 1/2. Well, 1/3 was when she was only using the microwave, but when she's taking up significant space, I want her to contribute to it more. I told her that I wanted her to Venmo the money to me by the end of the week, or I'd take her stuff out of the fridge and put everything in my room where she can't get to it. A week passes. Still no money. I can barely fit any of my stuff in the fridge that I pay for because of everything she has in there. I reminded her a couple of times about it, going about 1.5 weeks. Then, I took all of her stuff out of the fridge and put it by her bed, moving the fridge into my room and locking the door. She gets back and freaks out, yelling about how I'm a horrible roommate and she needs her Gatorade to be cold because it helps with her migraines. I've been living with her for a few weeks now and she's never mentioned this before, and that if I don't get the fridge out of my room, she's going to get the people in charge of the dorm involved. I asked for the money again, and she said that it was her right to use it as we were sharing the room. She continued to flip out at me until I just went into my room and shut her out. AITA. I think I'm being reasonable because it's my fridge that I pay for. A few of my friends agree with me, but Jill's friends have been texting me about how I'm messing with her migraines and making her life harder because the meds don't work on her. Like and subscribe.